Hello dear ones, welcome back. Today we have some modifications to make with the 350Z, mechanical and also aesthetic. Let's start by changing the clutch.
With a bit of Tetris, we've managed to fit in the clutch pads and video gear.
We then went to old school garage with all the materials to start the work. After an exciting journey full of silly things with Tommy, we arrived at old school garage in Buccinasco. First off, we checked out the new clutch and brake pads together.
Supreme performance.
Yes, Brody. Car on the deck and we start working. To change the clutch, you indeed have to pull the gearbox down. But before pulling down the gearbox, you have to move everything that's in the way, like some parts of the exhaust and the wiring of the lambda sensors or the RPM sensor. Obviously, you have to first also drain the gearbox oil. Of course, you also have to internally disconnect the knob and everything that goes behind it in order to fully lower the gearbox. New clutch has 5 springs instead of the original 4, making it tougher, sportier, and also fresh, not burnt. Everything's been lubricated, and most importantly, clean. What satisfaction! All the black you've seen coming down is pretty much all the clutch dust that wears out and gets dirty everywhere. So now it's all cleaned up and we put the new one on. Finally, everything was put back together. A quick test and then we move on to the pad change. Much easier and faster. I would like to point out that this whole process took only 3 hours. I arrived at 9 o'clock and by midday the car was ready. They're incredible. The rear rims are wrong, this time Autodoc messed up. Should I go? Ready? Damn, the clutch is tough. Damn, it's now detaching so quickly. As usual from the trusted tire dealer Pinot Gom, the original rims aren't bad. But guys, when we install the others, do you have any clue what this car will be like with the roof open then? Oh my god. No, look, a Supra. No, it's a Z4. Sorry, I always get them confused. Rightfully, I arrive and park there, and of course they start mowing the lawn. Seems like the right thing to do, doesn't it? Just as I arrive. In fact, they've already ruined it all. Thank you. How much smaller it looks like a toy compared to this one. Luckily, with Michelle I'm calm, the rims were in good hands and would not have been ruined. I was very curious to finally see her with the chosen rims, and already on the bridge she was making a scene of her own. Let's hope it's in the bodywork. Did our dear friends at R2Z Auto Recambi get the measurements right again this time? Let's hope, otherwise we'll deliver the 350Z booklet straight to the first cop we meet, and I dare say that's not the case. Okay, it's time to put on the stickers that I paid 80 euros for. So the car looks really gorgeous like this. Let's hope we don't screw it up with these stickers, because in my opinion the process is not that simple. Actually, the process was easier than I thought. It's just that I didn't have much faith in my abilities and I didn't want to screw things up, so I educated myself more. Also by listening to the seller on eBay, and then I got back to work. Despite ripping 4 kilograms of skin off my fingers, the end result was... We just put a set of rims and stickers on the tires, and it's a whole other car now. A whole different car now. We're already starting to think and realize there's still so much left to do. It's missing blackout for the headlights in front to obscure this little logo. Oh well, washing it, redoing the bodywork from Marsilio car, the lip in front, the extractor behind, and also the spoiler, and the exhaust as well, obviously. Congratulations, new clutch, let's go. Okay, what I've definitely noticed is that the clutch is very rugged now. It has 5 springs instead of 4, so this should have suggested that it would be more resistant to the pedal. And indeed, it's very hard, like a lot, much harder than the other one, which was also half smashed, so you can feel the difference. And unlike the other one, which disengaged at a very high point, meaning it disengaged when you had already lifted your foot off the pedal, this one disengages immediately as you lift the pedal. It's just a matter of getting used to it like any clutch. And finally, as you've seen in the video, you can now start off and do some little squeals. Very well, friends, the 350Z project is going swimmingly. It's finally becoming more enjoyable to drive and definitely more beautiful to look at. But there's still plenty to do. All the redone aesthetics, the exhaust, the intake, the map. Not to mention a possible devastating wrap at the end, which, however, I will not spoil. See you on Instagram in anticipation of the video here on YouTube next Sunday, and then a greeting.